chill back, and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass, and we living life fast. And I put that on the dub, motherfuckers got hang. What you want, what you talk, what you at for the game?
Yeah,
Yo, what's up? It's the Never Enough Game Podcast.
What it do, man? Let's get it popping, man.
What it do?
What is going down?
Time for that segue. Lil City, what have you been up to, player?
Damn.
Hold on.
What the hell?
It's going down.
Where did we? Okay, so lately we've been we just went to that fight fool with Andy Ruiz, dog.
In LA, in the what's it called? The fucking .com arena.
Yeah, I think that's what it was called for.
It was like it was a weird ass arena.
You talking about the crypto?
Yeah, crypto arena.
Crypto arena.
Yeah.
This nigga said .com arena. You're tripping.
I just remember it was
like
.com. I was
crypto,
fucking ripped
it was
too.
like crypto.com or something like that.
I was hella ripped too.
Man, need some water, dog.
I really ain't got no water.
No, that's all good.
I'm out of water.
Fool, get the fuck away from me, bro.
But yeah, we were out there. That shit was cool, dog.
You got the COVID.
I had a good ass time. What else? Fool? Like we went over there. Well, that shit was dope. I'm not gonna lie. That
watching
shit was
it live,
dope,
man. It's not like fucking watching the TV, bro. When you're actually there.
I mean, LA is hella dope. Why am I gonna? When you're out there, you're gonna have like some fun, dog. No matter where you go.
It's live. It's active.
I wish I could have gone.
Hey, son, you're mad off.
I wasn't mad, but it's like if I didn't have this trip coming up, like that would have been dope to go to and shit. I know I barely even go outside anyways because I be fucking just working and shit. But
man, you know what? Dude, you know what? This whole shit even happened by accident, dog. Like for real, that's some crazy shit, huh? The best trips always happen by accident.
We been doing some random ass shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
We went out there, not even, like, swear to God, we really didn't even plan it like that, dog. We were like, let's just go over there, fool. And this fool's like, all right, we had something to do over there, but he was thinking, what are we going to do? I'm like, fool, let's just go. We have to go anyway. So we went over there.
Now we seen hella people over there saying that it was popping out there. Shit like that. And we're like, fuck it, let's go. We had to do some business anyways.
No, it wasn't even like that. We already went over there. We were already over there, fool. And because we were already going to do something else. And then that's when I was like, damn, you fools are over here? And then we were just like, that's dope, fool.
It was a coincidence.
When you go somewhere and you're not even planning to see none of your homies or nothing, fool, and then all of a sudden, you got hella your homies over there.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, fool. That's a coincidence as fuck, fool.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even tell you shit, and I knew the homies were over there.
Yeah. And then, but it was dope, fool. We ended up fucking going and kicking it with the homie, and then we went to some studios. We went to like a studio and shit out there. We're in a lot of places, dog. That's just cool.
What was that spot that we went to studio at?
Well, I don't even remember. Why am I
gonna lie to you? Fucking ripped. I'm not gonna ripped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember. But
it was what was it called? Freak? It was fucking.
But it was cool though. Yeah,
South Central. Nah, it was another spot. What was the city called?
South Central and Inglewood.
It was Inglewood. Yeah, Inglewood.
But that's not where we went to for the studio, dog. But yeah, it was cool. We had a good time, and then after that we went We went to that crypto. That shit was dope. It was a good experience. But
both of those fools were taking each other's fucking heads off. They were trying to.
Yeah,
big ass. You didn't see it?
I didn't remember. Dog.
You were fucking drunk, fuck. Hey, don't give this fool no fucking alcohol, bro. You have a real issue, bro, with the alcohol.
Dog.
Fool, I
really got the real issue.
No, I'm talking about that day, that night, fool. No, that night, yeah, fool. I don't even remember what happened, fool. After like a certain stage,
and them fools were going at it, bro. They were fucking hitting it.
I bought the fight, fool. I was watching it right here.
Yeah,
that motherfucker, I don't remember. That's where I was kind of even mad, but I was like, damn, fool. Like, this motherfucker, this is what we pay for? Like, I don't know.
Nah, that shit was dope. You were fucking going around the bars and shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know what the hell this was done.
It was ripped.
No, we were going up and down, fool. There's like secret bars in that bitch, fool. Where you can go in and it's like a club, like a bar lounge and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was crazy.
You seen the fight silent or not?
Yeah, before I watched it. I bought the fight. I invited a couple homies over here, and then we just kicked back, killed a Henny, ate some food, chilled back, looking at your stories and shit. Hey,
fuck. Nah, but you know what? What fuck I was gonna say about that shit? Man, no, that shit was hella funny, dog. You're crazy, fool.
What?
This was over here, like, hey, what are you guys doing? Nah, just like that. But imagine if that happened, fool.
Nah,
it was dope, fool. Nah, but no, this is what I was gonna say, fool.
Hey, the first motherfuckers were really fucking fighting. It was not like Mayweather type of shit. It was
Fool,
like,
I'm telling you, fool, I don't even remember, dog.
bro. Okay, so all you need to do is remember.
I just remember that was a
that
good
these fools-
time. Like,
it's good that you remember it was good, but it's bad that that's all you remember.
think
Yeah.
so? Damn, fool, that's actually an issue.
Yeah, you
fool.
need to stop drinking, my boy. That fool fucking double fucking went to the liquor store. The guy fucking beat him by the fucking.
Oh,
that
shit!
Fool.
Oh!
Dog, we didn't tell you all. We didn't tell you all. This fool's
Hey,
fucking
dog,
stupid.
hold on, don't say that story, fool. Because
Okay.
the ending is not a good story. No,
Okay,
I mean, it was funny, kind of like. Okay, just say it, but don't say the whole ending.
Nah, I would just leave it alone, dog.
No. So Topo ends up going to the liquor store, fool, right? And a lady comes out and starts taking off on him, fool.
Out of nowhere from the back, huh?
That nigga
From the
got
back.
grasped, fool. All right, never mind.
I don't know. You know
We
what, dog?
cut that part
The
out.
last time that some shit like that happened to me, it did not go good for the other person. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, well, yeah.
Dog,
That's true.
That shit was fucking funny as fuck.
That was kind of...
That shit was hella random, my boy. That shit was random. Well, we're just in the telly. This fool comes in. He's like, guess what? Like, what happened? Fool, last fucking night, some fucking random ass fucking bitch came through. She took off on me, fool. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck did you get into?
Hey, fool. I started roasting this fool. He was like, you got your ass whooped by a bitch.
Dog, it
What
was
the fuck?
hella...
You don't throw this fool. That fool hit you where it hurts, fool. He starts trying to fuck with your head, dog.
Yeah, see, y'all fucked up by saying that shit to Thrav, because he ain't ever gonna let that shit go again.
Fool, it had already been like an hour and a half, and I barely walked in the room, and Thrav was hitting him again with the same shit.
I know.
But no, but it was cool, fool. You know, it was cool. Yeah, that shit was alright.
It's dope.
It was hella dope, fool. And then coming back, fool, I ended up reading more of this. Like, I started reading this book that Nipsey Hussle.
That book that you were talking about. What is it
Yeah,
called?
man, that book is dope, dog. It's called
Force versus Power,
Force versus Power, fool.
or Power versus Force.
Whatever, one of those.
Yeah, that
Hey,
shit was
book,
dope.
fool. So remember, oh yeah. So I told you before. Remember, I was telling you that Nipsey Hussle. I started getting like hella like into that fool again. Like not into him, but like he started motivating the fuck out of me, dog. Like his quotes and shit. I never really delved deep into him like that, but I always listened to his music here and there. But then fool, I was like, man, this motherfucker's hella smart, dog. Like, I wonder what books this fool read to get himself that smart, you know? So I started looking these books up, and he said that the most influential book he's ever read was that one in the last 10 years. And I'm like, damn, that's probably a dope-ass book. So I went in and I got it. And he started saying the most craziest things to me, fool. Like it was some weird shit about... There's something you can do that tests your muscles or some shit like that, right? But look, okay, what it really is it teaches you about force and power and like how the two are different and how you can move through life. You have to move through life.
It's a point system. It was a point system.
Yeah, but it is a point system. But you can explain the point system part if that's what you want to do. I feel like the more important part of the whole thing is of the book. What I'm getting from the book, the more important part to me is that it shows you the difference between moving with force and power. So if you're moving with force, if you move with force, you're always going to cause a reaction. And when you cause that reaction, it's always going to be there to counter you. So like, let's say, for example, right? You're, all right, for lack of let's say this group of people, right? Oppresses this group of people. Bam. Like, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then when you do that, their kids are going to grow up to not like you. And it's going to cause a reaction that's going to cause your counter because you use force to try to get rid of those people, right? You see what I'm kind of saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you could do that even in gangs, right? A gang could come through and try to like oppress this gang to make these motherfuckers come up. You get what I'm saying? So that's when you use force, you always bring more bullshit, right?
That's kind of what happened in India, huh? Like in the book, he was talking. He had like a thing about India.
So in the book, basically, it explains that Gandhi was what actually beat. Okay, so and there's when they were trying to take over India, and when Great Britain was trying to take over India, they did it with force. So they came through like with straps, and they were holding everything down, and they were just murking everybody, and it was just ugly. And they wanted to take control like that, you know. So then what these fools did is there was this guy named Gandhi, and he was there's a level of consciousness. I guess that makes you know more things about the world type shit. It's weird to explain that. I don't want to even go into that because it's gonna sound like it's gonna get hella crazy. I think if you guys don't know that type of language.
I mean, fuck. I think you need to elaborate a little bit so
Yeah,
people understand
exactly.
what
That's
you're
what
talking about, fool.
It's a point system on how much consciousness are you conscious awareness you have.
All right, we can do it. I'm gonna tell you, but it's gonna sound kind of weird. Okay, so basically, the book tells you that there's such a thing called human consciousness. Human consciousness is basically all of us. Imagine yourself as a computer, right? And the computer is hooked up to the internet, right? So imagine you're a computer, I'm a computer, and we're all hooked up to something up here called the internet that connects all of us, right? So that thing that connects all of us, they've proven it that it exists. There is such a thing as human consciousness. They've proven it already. They do tests on people to figure shit like that out. If you want to know more about it, read the book on that part. Or my brother can explain it to you a little bit. But basically, what it is you're all tapped into it. So some people can actually go higher than you, and they can get all that information. Like, let's say it's the internet. And then some people can't go that high. So that's why they stay in a lower frequency and lower level of consciousness. So when you do things that you do with force, you bring yourself down in that consciousness level. So you feel more things like despair, grief, anger. Those are, so this is the conscious is a spectrum, right? Mm-hmm. And the spectrum means basically it goes from 1 to 1,000. And they measure this out, people's consciousness and their level of it. So if your consciousness is at 200, then that's the first step of actually having positive, like, power, real power that's going to bring you up the scale of consciousness, right? But if you're under 200, that's all effort, that's all force, and that's all negative numbers, negative. You're not happy at that level in your life. You can't be. Mm. So if you feel any emotion like anger, that's down there. You know what I'm saying? But there's different points. So you might feel grief.
Empathy.
So let's say you might feel grief, right? Grief, I think, is like 150. So you're still like fucking like 50 away from actually being happy, like a real happy person. And then from there it goes higher and higher and higher, right? So most people.
What's the highest it goes again? Like
1,000.
So the more things you feel, the higher it goes, or the points it takes away?
No, the certain consciousness you're able to have will bring out emotions in you, right? So if you're at a 200 and you're that conscious, like you got that much access to this knowledge, like Albert Einstein was a 700. So he was way above 200.
No, I remember they said like 400.
Oh, yeah, 400, my bad. Jesus Christ was a 700.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jesus Christ was a 700 on the scale of consciousness. Gandhi was a 700. It's because at that moment, they're like smart as shit, right? So being hella fucking smart gets you happy, but it doesn't get you like hella high because you're never spiritual. You're not able to be like creative. Like if you think about Albert Einstein, like if you're very like shit like that.
Your consciousness is you're not really.
So how do you measure that?
It.
Okay, so they have a way of measuring it with a person. It's this weird ass test that they do on each person. And you can actually ask somebody something because it's kind of like
your body knows.
Me sound crazy, dog.
Yeah, I know
this is that part. Crazy.
That part. Why I was kind of.
What happens is that in this shit, right? You can measure somebody. Look, so your body is tapped into consciousness. You're unconscious though, right? Mm-hmm. And means you're not really there. And then you're tapped into your body is tapped in, and you don't always know what it's. Your body's smarter than you, basically. Right? It knows shit that you don't know because it's like directly tapped in.
It knows the truth.
So you can talk like sometimes human beings, we know certain things that we all know. It's like you know it. Like you know when something's evil, right? Most human beings, the majority of all human beings, no matter what tribe or wherever they're in the world, they're things that are self-evident. And those things are only self-evident because we are all stuck in the same, you feel me? Human what's it called? Human consciousness. Just like birds might have some shit like this where that's why they all act like that. Mm-hmm. Well, we are all tapped into this level of consciousness, you know what I'm saying? And then so we all have to think like each other a little bit because you notice, oh, that motherfucker's evil. Why do we all dislike the same things? Because we're all in the same level of consciousness. We're all connected a little bit with how we think. Mm-hmm. Some people are just way more in tune. So they can tap into that shit, and some people are fucking like they know everything already. That's why they don't fight people or do shit like that. They're just like in a way higher level of consciousness. And they were saying some crazy shit about drugs because I guess drugs, right? Drugs don't give you bad feelings. They remove the bad feelings. So So let's say that you were. It's kind of hard to explain.
You think they're giving you good feelings instead? They're removing like the bad feelings down here.
Yeah. So what?
The lower
so what
vibration.
it does is this. It gives you a consciousness level of like 500, right? So that means you feel hella good. And people think that drugs do that. No, what drugs do is, in the book, is what the book says, it removes all your bad feelings so you can feel the most purest emotions that give you to that level, like happiness, joy, shit like that, right? And it takes away all the bad ones. So then but the thing is, you're not in that conscious level to normally feel it. So when you start doing the drugs, everything else comes back. And then you want to do drugs again because you're stuck. Your mind's stuck in anger in the lower. It's fucking crazy, bro. I can't even. We're getting too much into this shit.
That shit. In the beginning, it's kind of like a mind fucker because you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well,
so
look,
the higher the endorphins you have, the higher.
The more higher you are in consciousness.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
You see what I'm? That's some crazy shit, huh?
Drinking and fucking drugs and certain drugs or whatever the fuck release those endorphins. So I get what you're saying. But yeah,
but basically,
crazy.
But basically, what it just teaches you is like if you try to take something with force, most of the time it's gonna be repercussions for
backlash.
That. And then, but let's say with power was how Gandhi did it, or like for example, let's say in the way that they move, let's say that you don't like somebody, right, for a certain reason, or you can actually try, or let's say you want people, because what power does is it attracts power, so everything starts moving to you and everything starts coming to you that wants that type of shit. So imagine that you're in a situation where you could have physically done something to somebody, right? But then let's say that you found like another way to fucking all right, let me think. Okay, damn.
It has a roadmap to get to that.
Okay, so damn, I kind of fucking forgot that shit, dog.
It goes from
what is it? It's a book or what is it?
Yeah, it's a book, fool.
Okay,
it's a book.
It's a dope ass book. It's called Power versus Power. Power versus Force. But I mean, you can put it in there. It's gonna pop up, fool.
Which one is it, dog?
Man,
yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna look at it, dog. I'm gonna have to look at it.
Let's keep pushing there.
Straight up.
But what the fuck was that shit that it tell you, dog? Now I'm fucking feel like
Fool.
a dumbass.
Dog,
Nah,
it shows you from the very like 42, which is like suicidal, like depressed.
Oh, this is how it shows you.
It starts. It's showing you your feelings, your emotions go higher.
I'm gonna finish them up. Now I'm gonna finish it, dog. Okay, so let's say that people be killing themselves, bro, when they're in the lower levels, right?
Like the real lower 42s
so
and shit.
Sometimes if you can move up that ladder, like bam, 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 people don't know how to get out of it. Like, fuck. Because you can, okay, for example, if you're angry, right? Anger is way higher level than grief. So if you're angry and you can turn your shit into fucking, if you're feeling grief, you can turn that shit into anger. And then if you're feeling angry, you turn that shit into courage.
Was dope right there.
And then it revolves way faster like that. And you can go up the levels of consciousness, you feel me, to like get to that level. But I mean, that's what the book is saying right now. So that's when I was like, damn. When you get something through power though, I think it just lasts longer. Mm-hmm. And that's just like on the way you move. Like if something bothers you, just stay away from it. You know, if something doesn't feel right to you, then get out of that situation. Mm-hmm. The only times that you're ever gonna feel uncomfortable or you're gonna feel like not in a good place is when there's force involved. So when you're trying to force somebody to do something,
it
like
doesn't
that,
go good.
You can feel that it's like, all right, you should want to do that favor for me. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're coming from power, you should be like, hey, bro, you would want to come with me because you're gonna be in power too.
Right.
But then if you gotta go out of your way and ask somebody something, or it's forcing them, right? Mm-hmm. If you're any force that you feel negative about it, and that shit actually starts to take you to like a depression. And the more positive that you do, the more like positive shit. Hey, a motherfucker should want to help you because you must have helped him so much times that he will feel obligated to help you, not even ask for it, right? If you were putting that energy out there. So I just think like through power, everything is better.
Through power is
so far
though,
though, from what I learned in the book, bro, because you never know. You get to the end of these books sometimes and there's some whole crazier shit. But
yeah. So you haven't read the whole book yet?
Nah, I'm barely going through it.
Oh man.
That's just,
nah, look, like you were just telling me right now, you said something about go where you're valued. Like if you're not valued somewhere, go somewhere else where you're valued. because maybe you could blow up. Say you're not blowing up in a certain area, you could go somewhere else and actually blow up, like kind of like Baby Bash did.
Yeah, definitely. But basically, yeah. Nah. Yeah, but the part that bro, but the part you're not getting though, the card. You gotta start off with this. First, you gotta be like, you have to first look at the fact that things are worth different prices in different places. You can have a same bottle of water and it's just sitting there, and the same bottle of water could be, it could be the same bottle of water could be $1 at Costco. You know what I'm saying? The same bottle of water you can get it at the airport, and it could be like $5. And the whole time it's the same bottle of water, and the only difference that makes it be worth more than what it really is because
the location or what?
Is the location,
convenience.
Bro.
It's like McDonald's. Well, if you see a McDonald's every corner, one day you're gonna be hella hungry. Stop by the McDonald's.
Yeah, but it's still the same bottle of water no matter where it is, right? So what this guy was saying, he was trying to make a point that the same bottle of water could be worth different things. And he said, hey man, if you are somewhere where you're not valued and you don't feel appreciated, all you really got to do is just change locations. And you change your location to somewhere else, and then you will feel valued. And you might be you're the same motherfucker, but you might be worth way more over here than you were worth over there. And that's when I was like, damn, that's some crazy shit. And because you know that's true.
Yeah.
Like you start a business somewhere in one city, it'll suck. You start it in another place and it'll do great.
That shit happened to us.
I like this conversation because I just thought of some money-making moves that we could talk about.
Like what? Tell us.
It'll be after, but you're going to like what I'm saying.
Okay.
Damn,
go ahead, continue. Yeah.
No. This shit, we still got time.
No, you never expose your game plan. What you talking about?
Okay.
So then, bam. So then after that, what I was thinking to myself...
who has done that same thing that you said? Yeah. And that's when we had transitioned into... Baby Beesh.
Fucking Baby.
Baby Beesh. That's what his name was. When he went to Texas, Houston...
Baby Beesh?
Baby Beesh. He switched the name. He got hooked up with SPM. And he was called supposedly Baby Beesh. When he came back to the Bay Area, that's when he said, hey, nah, bro, my name's Baby Bash. He switched his shit over again.
Man, he's going to have to fucking... turn himself into Baby Rash or something. Because that motherfucker, he can't, dog. Motherfuckers over there defending SPM and shit, and it's just like,
oh damn,
that fool fucked up.
No, he's straight fucked up, and even his
I forgot about
his
that.
BM, who he got married with or whoever it is, fucked up like even more by saying like, yeah, he used to pick me up at school and this and that.
I didn't even know about that.
Dog, yes. So it's like
he was a dope ass rapper. I was just thinking like, what? Damn.
So that's the thing that a lot of people be listening to him because he's good at rapping.
Yeah, well, you feel me? Hell no, not no more.
I feel you. No, I don't listen to him more. But come on,
I don't do that.
Growing up though, everybody used to slap that fool.
Well, no shit, growing up because we were young and didn't know the deal and shit. But the thing is that this fool was
he did some sick shit. I'm not defending what he did, but I'm just saying talent wise, that motherfucker was dope, fool. Like talent wise.
Yeah, no, he was like the wiggy.
But I can't support. I mean, what he got accused of, bro. You got convicted, dog. Like it's not like. I mean, look, I can see if you went to jail for it and you didn't do it, you know, you're fucking proved your day in court and you won.
Yeah, but the thing is that's that. Like the whole girl that he's with thing is like,
it's already like
that's a different story.
What do you mean?
Like it's two different stories. Like the thing where they're talking about on what he got caught up for originally or whatever, he was trying to say that he got stood up and blah blah blah, like bitches was hating or whatever the fuck.
Well, this is a story I heard.
The thing with his who he's with now, who he's married with, is a different person.
Well,
they said that he was picking her up. She said that he was picking her up when she was in school and shit.
Oh shit. Well, look, this is the story that I heard. I don't see no paperwork or nothing.
Man, this shit's all over the internet.
Okay, no, I was about to say, because I haven't seen paperwork for this shit, but what I heard, I don't ever say some shit like this, though, but what I heard, they told me that fool fucking, that he raped the girl, and she was like 14 years old. That's why I heard some shit like that, right? And that she had his baby, and the blood was a match. So then that has to be your baby. And if that's your baby and she's like 14 or something, then, I mean, come on, dog.
It's bad.
Like, I don't know how that must, unless they did like some crazy blood dropped and they used, like, I don't know how they could do that. But, I mean, you never know. But if they went through that lengths, then you kind of fucked, dog, because you already are convicted and it looks bad.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that's facts. We're going to have to wrap this shit up, though.
All right, man.
That sums it up for this session right here, man. We gonna hit you motherfuckers on the next one.
If you guys want to ask any questions, man, hit us on the DMs, or if not, just put it on the comments what y'all want us to talk about next one.
Yeah. You motherfuckers have a good one. It's Bay Recon, never enough game.
Man.
Put it to a bit, head tilt back, and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass, and we living life fast, and I put that on the top.